Darlings, it's time to grind some more Jund listies. And we were having some fun, we were having some success with this list yesterday, but I was having some sensations about the last four cards in our list. The last four cards in our list. And what do I mean by this? I've been feeling really good about a lot of the list, and these are the last four cards I wound up adding. Now, let me actually get Mythic Massacre in here. This card is banned. It will let me place it here for simple clarity. So, the original list didn't have these Riveteers Charms. It was a list where we would get these 5 large fatties into the graveyard, Titan of Industry, Toxrill. We would cast Cruelty of Gix to reanimate them. Outside of that play, we also have just Soul of Windgrace, which is a powerful individual card. Fable the Mire Breaker, Teachings of the Kirin, powerful individual cards. Some removal, Liliana for some skillful technology. And what I was finding with my last few cards is that I just wanted a little bit more removal. And Mythic Massacre seemed like a fine choice. Not an amazing choice, because we generally didn't want sweepers in our list. But I was trying it out. But one of the things that I was also struggling with is I just needed a few more cards that could draw me cards. Cruelty of Gix can seek out things in its Chapter 2. Tenacious Underdog can attack and draw from the grave. Soul of Windgrace can cycle lands. I had some, extra longevity, but I needed just a little bit more. And that's where Sorin the Mirthless came in. So I was really happy with the list as it's shown before you now, but then Mythic Massacre got banned, so what I did is I tried out Riveteers Charm, because an instant speed removal was feeling really nice. But this was kind of awkward. Oh my god. Okay, Blade Dog. I'm going to answer this question in a second, because it is a great example. Actually, I'm going to answer now. For any of you who are watching on YouTube, we just did a live interactive game that we made, that Dana TV made, called The Adventure. You can see it on my YouTube. And I was sharing that the engine that we wrote to do all the computation of how stories branch is really, really, really complicated, but technically works. But what's complicated is being a human being trying to track all the states. So Blade Dog says that's not a great example. If the framework was designed well, the quest of finding that sword would have that check integrated. And again, the human being has to remember to set that check up. If they don't set that check up, that's bad. It's the human problem. Because it's not that it is impossible to create a check for this sort of thing in code. It's absolutely possible. The problem when you have branching narratives, that has been the case in pretty much every GDC talk about branching narratives that we wound up researching for this project, that has happened to, the writers of Disco Elysium talking about how difficult it was. It's the human problem of remembering to do this. So this was a great example, Blythe. I provided a great example because I've never given a weak example in my life. Anyways. So this was the list that we were working on, and we really liked that Sorin the Mirthless gave us some extra longevity, and we were liking that Riveteers Charm was also giving us some extra instant speed removal. But, there was some clunkiness that I was feeling, and I think I finally have the solution. I think we should replace Sorin like this. I think this is the approach. This, I think, is the swap that came to me in a vision when I woke up at 6 in the morning with anxiety. So, I think that I really like this change, because if you think about it, Riveteers Charm can be instant speed, but it can also exile the top 3 cards, which is kind of replacing that beneficial card draw aspect of Sorin the Mirthless. I'm also, semi-tempted just to run 4 Reckoner Bankbusters as well, instead of 2 Sorins. But I'm going to do this small change for now. And what I first want to do on this climb to Mythic is say that we're Diamond Tier 3. I'm going to just try best of 1 for a moment and see how this little swapperoo feels. Why Blade Dog says, I feel like the word integrated means different things to us. Blade Dog, give me the example. Give me that example. Give me the example. Concretely. And let's avoid using the word integrated. Talk to me about how you would design the type of global variable that I was using as an example to highlight the human problem with doing branching storytelling. Look at this. But this is not a good starting hand. This is okay. Going second stinks. Because here's the problem, Live. If you say, well, hey, actually, I have an idea for how to, if you want to create a special type of, let's call it a unique flag. If this flag is ever true, you don't run anything that has false as a check. And if it is ever not set to true, it is assumed to be false. And the uniqueness is thoughtfully composed in this way. Now, I actually don't want to play Liliana here. What I actually want to do is play Fable of the Mirror Breaker for two reasons. First of all, there's no land here in the graveyard. So, if I want to play Soul of Windgrace on the next turn, I would like to be able to bin the Boseiju to redraw to start helping me ramp. Second, if I played Lily and sacked to kill the Tenacious Underdog, it could then immediately be recast to kill Liliana. Oh, look, someone is discovered. Nice stuff. Yeah, let's assume that you created some sort of global variable tracking thingy. Well, then you still kind of wind up with the same problem again. Oh, Cruelty of Gix, you say? What do I have in here? Nothing good. All right. Yeah, if you make a flag uniquely settable, great. And then the human being has to remember to set it to that particular type, which you could implement. That they have to choose what type of variable it is, and if, at some point, the user changes their mind, which happens all the time in these types of stories, they then have to remember to go back and uniquely change those things. All you're doing is taking the same problem and you're deferring the problem. You're taking the same problem and you're deferring the problem. You're taking the same problem and you're deferring the problem.
With friends.
You're still putting the pressure on the user to come up with the solution in this case. And that is what the problem is. So we're just going to go ahead and hard play the Cruelty of Gix. We're going to chapter 1 it. We might not have a good target for this. We have an incredible target for this. This Invoke Despair is, again, super hard countered. Sacrifice creature, sacrifice enchantment. They draw one card, and that's it. So strong. So strong. And Jeff, when I'm saying the user, I'm talking about the person who is building their story. We don't actually have a target. Part of me wants to just get a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I actually do need to kill that guy, though. I'm just gonna Riveteers Charm it. Very straightforward. Yeah, and again, the basic statement is, the more tools that you try to... the problem is not the lack of tools for the user. Oh, man. Really? Getting... Oh, doubles? Come on. I mean, that's just kind of tilting. Multiple Invoke Despairs. And... yeah. I mean, that's fine. I don't really mind that too much. Our win rate versus mono black is like 90%. So, I mean, it stinks when you lose to it, but it's like not actually a big deal. Because the Invoke Despairs were a bit painful, but the specific run out that they had and that I had with me going second was just very ideal for them. This looks a little bit more like a normal hand. Very good. So this is green, this is second, this is third for Fable. Great. For it. Did you just adjust the audio sync? I sure did, Ghosty. C-Dub says, I feel like you're ending up with 7 drops, rotting in hand a lot. I think that is strictly an inaccurate statement. So this is likely a mono-white list, so we're just going to go ahead and remove this. Try the other way. Oh, yeah, sure. Let me just do this. Put on the sub mode. Alright, we're going to clear this. Okay, so Fable Mirror Breaker. Perfect. I also think that last game, there was an argument to be made that I think is an important one, C-Dub, which is I literally could have just played a Soul of Windgrace. Oh no! Anyways. Also, we have 7 ways to discard things from our hand. So, I would say more than anything, C-Dub, that was a gameplay error. And regardless, we have like a 90% win rate versus mono black. I built this deck when mono black was all the rage. Okay. And I mean, you know, like, I have tried to play as little of this deck off-stream as humanly possible. And even while trying to play this as little as humanly possible, we were, like, skyrocketing up the ranks. So, you know, I think that one of the things that's kind of interesting about my streaming experience with Magic the Gathering... Elspeth Resplendent!
I won't let a few thugs threaten this. I've made plenty of connections.
One of the interesting things about streaming Magic is that typically I will play a deck for about 2 hours. Tops. And then I'll switch to another deck. I focus on sampling lots of different little decks. That's kind of how I have... Honestly, it's kind of how I've always done a lot of my content, you know? I used to have the Magic the Gathering... Or excuse me, the Hearthstone Decktacular, where I'd play a spectacular new deck every day. You know, something like this. And whenever I play a deck for about 2 hours... people are eager to see the gist of the deck. And a lot of the conversation is about the gist of that deck. But whenever I play a singular deck for more time, often what winds up happening is people start seeing losses that feel like if changes were made to the deck, we wouldn't have lost that game. But you will never win every game with every deck. You're trying to get to like a 60-65% win rate for a killer deck, and then just play a lot of games, because that's how this is built. Which is great. Exile the top 3 cards. This is really nice. And I mean, I almost say this a bit as like a word of caution. Because it's so easy to look at these lists and be like, slowly working away from that 60-65%. This is great news for us. Really great news. And that's a really big risk. And I've already hit Mythic with this list last month when it was a mono black fest. So this is all to say, you know, C-Dub, your comment, a lot of the comment yesterday, Daniel says, are we keeping track of win rate versus archetypes? I didn't lose like a single game versus mono black last month with this list. Like, off stream, it was like absolutely undefeated. Versus enchantment lists, like, it was even worse. It was great. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Oh, Twisted Teaspoon says, cool trick for you, Dana. When you have treasures, you can sack Toxrill to its own ability to draw a card. Really? Where is this fucker? Sacrifice a slug. It's a slug whore. Look at that. Alright, well, they banked a farewell off the top, so, you know, pretty good. This is a kitty cat. Like, this game is a really good example. We were crushing. Absolutely crushing. So one thing that I could have done is not play Fable of the Mirror Breaker because we were crushing so hard. That's one thing we could have done. But also, if I just played everything out, and then my opponent didn't draw farewell, we just win on the next turn. So there's an argument to be made here that this was our opponent top decking the only thing that could have saved them there. And so I should have not played out that second Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I'm being a little lackadaisical with my decision making because I just feel like we're winning. So there you go.
We've got the edge in this fight.
And so in a situation like this, I think it's very easy to go, oh my god, Jesus, this deck is so awful. This is all so stupid, etc., etc., etc. Well, I actually think we're still... I mean, we can still very well win this. Dude, sit your booty down. Cedar follows up by saying, do you feel like this deck ended up as a Reanimator deck or more of a Jund Grinder deck? Yeah, I don't feel like this is a Reanimator deck, even though we do a lot of reanimating.
Keep watch for intruders.
You gotta keep watch for intruders. An advantage that this deck has is that I can reanimate a lot of stuff. Apply pressure to this. I do wind up in situations like this where my play is pretty boring. And again, dude, if I had just literally not played that, we'd be in good shape. I think that's a really fun quality to Magic. I think that's a really, really fun quality to Magic.
Strike fast and strike
This
hard.
is because, like, okay, Unleash the Inferno, we replace Sorin with Unleash the Inferno. I think I like Unleash the Inferno in that situation more than I would have liked a Sorin. I think so. I'm just gonna concede and move on. Because, given that I'm spending today and tomorrow climbing to Mythic with this list, I don't mind leaving a little early in a game where I might have, like, a 15%. Don't use the exclamation mark deck command. Just hover your mouse and you'll get the deck right there. This hand is actually alright. This hand can go the distance. Okay. I think this is good to play first. This is an artifact, so it gets hit by Terra Sunder. I'm going to block since I have time to put this on. It might be correct to cut both the Terra Sunders and replace them both with Unleash the Infernos. That makes our list a little heavy. I mean, I really, really like this card a lot. But I think Unleash the Inferno basically is a better version of it. Like, yesterday when we were playing this card, we were just going, man, Unleash the Inferno is really awesome. How often are we casting Terra on turn 2 or 3? You know, in my vision this morning, / when I woke up and was really feeling like hot garbage. I was thinking about this card, Terra Sunder. I was casting this on turn 2 or 3 against Wedding Announcement. Doesn't it seem like a little bit better to just not do that? I've Unleashed the Inferno. Mathhole, if you have a question, please don't ask in the why not format. State in the positive. Not as in, like, be cheerful, but like, if you say, why didn't you do something? That is making the assumption that I looked at the situation, evaluated the choice that's in your head, and then went, I have lots of reasons not to do that choice, and then went otherwise. So let's see. I think I just trade away this. That's fine. Force Ronin out of here. So, Math Hole, again, the way you reframe the question is, why did you choose to hit the creature when he could make more? So, again, you're framing the question with assumptions about... Because it sounds like what you are actually trying to do is provide a declarative sentence. It sounds like you are trying to say, I think Unleash the Inferno... I would have cast Unleash the Inferno on the Wandering Emperor. I think that's what you're trying to say. Or perhaps your question is, did you consider casting Wandering Emperor? I think we might just literally win with the Kirin Touch Orochis. Because, like, when you're framing, here was probably your logic. Explain why that was your logic. I don't know what to do with that. It wasn't my logic, you know what I mean? So this is why I regularly talk about, if you have... Oh, thank goodness. If you have a logic train in your head and you're seeing me do something, you're going, wait, I would have done this, why didn't he do that? If you have why not blah... One technique is, did you consider blank? Because you know the actual... Because if you said, did I consider shooting the Wandering Emperor? The answer is, no, once I got my shit farewelled, I was reading chat and not really paying that much attention to the game. So when I say positive, I'm not talking about cheery positive. I'm talking about non-negations, you know? Did you consider doing this? Versus the negation, why didn't you consider doing this? It's helpful in a lot of ways, because you just peel away a ton of assumptions. Yeah, and basically, just in terms of, like, basic communication, actually, this is a situation where Terra Sunder feels like, ooh, maybe I want to cast Terra Sunder early. But now, again, I'm seeing that, no, I don't want to cast Terra Sunder early. I rather would wait for Unleash the Inferno on turn 4 and get more value. Nice. I mean, quite honestly, negations are just, generally speaking, a shittier way to communicate. As in, like, it just unnecessarily puts the other person on the defensive, is less clear about what the actual question is. Goes down unhelpful rabbit holes. Whereas if you just say, hey, did you consider shooting the Planeswalker? And I go, no. Great. Conversation's done. No one ever had to try to figure out weird logic, weird things like this. And let me defend the initial instinct for why didn't you? Shouldn't you? Couldn't you just? Wait, why don't you? What? Like these types of communications. I'm gonna swing first before I see what villain does. I'm not gonna swing. I'm not going to swing at all. This is a Wandering Emperor, isn't it? I'm going to do this. See, I'll defend this "why didn't you" logic because it's extremely intuitive, right? Wait, you could have done blah.
But I'm going to.
You could have done A and you could have done B, and I saw both of those, and I considered that B was the better thing, but you didn't do B. And then my mouth goes, "Why didn't you do B?" It's such a natural way to communicate. And I think a lot in communication about the idea of onus. Onus being whose tiny responsibility is it to speak or to give the answer? Like little tiny responsibilities. So for instance, if I come up to you and I go, "Hey, what do you think is better for a new player, League or Dota?" What the fuck is going on? I'm just going to do the natural blocks, I don't care. All of a sudden, you have an itsy-bitsy onus, a little responsibility to try to actually think through that. So imagine I said, what do you think is better for a new player? League of Legends or Dota? Which one do you think is better? Keeps this alive. And let's imagine you go, you know, I think League of Legends is probably better.
Keep watch for intruders.
I should be able to cast. Oh, I should have discarded that because this comes back. Duh. Alright, well, whatever. Ah, fuck! If you say, well, I think League is better for this reason. Imagine I start making follow-up questions. Well, that doesn't consider this. That doesn't consider this. That doesn't... Well, I mean, what's going on here? What about this? And all of a sudden, you're in this situation where you're providing the logic, but I am picking your logic apart, and I'm expressing concerns, and I'm just going, man, I just don't... But that, like, doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think that... I mean, that wouldn't make... Why? Come on. Like... I am playing up, just for communication purposes, how it feels. But, have you ever had a boss do this? All right, it's Monday. Guys, how are we going to tackle this? Someone goes, I think we should tackle it like this. And the boss man goes, well, that doesn't work. Because of this reason. Come on, guys, we need a solution. We need an answer. And this fucking asshole boss is not giving a single helpful reasoning about any of their shit. I'm not going to play Toxrill. So I learned my farewell lesson. Like, this idea of, come on, you need to produce, you need to answer me. This is onus, right? Putting more onus. And I think that I think a lot of people have felt this sort of just like, oh, this is so painful, and I hated this experience of communicating with these fucking turds, jerks. Can I kill this in some way? So, given that I see Sarah Paragon, I don't think that there's... It feels like there's a low probability of there being a... Good. Yeah, like I find that communication-wise, if you put onus on yourself... And I am going to try to deburden and let other people poke holes in my logic and this sort of thing. This is a great way to de-escalate a situation. So imagine this boss came in and said, hey everyone, we're gonna have a meeting today. Here's the problem that we need to solve. Now, in a moment, I want to hear some ideas from you guys, but I actually spent some time with a proposed solution. So let me share this first. Okay, so I've shared this proposed solution for this problem we're trying to tackle. I think it's reasonable for these reasons. If you guys have issues with this, I'd love to hear it. Or if you have completely alternative stuff, happy to hear that too. Doesn't that just feel immediately better? Or similarly, if someone has an idea, and they're like, hey, I think we should do this solution, instead of saying, well, what about this? Notice you're putting a little pressure on that person. Give an answer, you're putting some onus on them. Watch how you can do the same thing of criticizing, pointing out issues, without making it so burdensome on them by doing something like putting the onus on yourself. Okay, so you've proposed that. So when I hear that, I think that I see this sort of issue, so maybe we fix it like this, maybe we fix it like that. What do you think? Literally, instead of going, that's an issue, how do you fix it? You go, well, that's an issue. Maybe something like A or B would work. Okay, now, what do you think? Just by putting a little onus on myself, by trying to come up with some ideas, everything is de-escalated. Also, I'm going to make this change. Terra Sunder's out to Unleash the Inferno's in. You know, I like Duress a lot. Duress. I think our list is becoming straight nasty. And so, appreciate you all listening to my burbling on this issue, but this is why I tend to harp on the why not question. Because so often, as a broadcaster who plays primarily strategy and card games, most of what causes you to win or lose in a game are the decisions. So, if I'm streaming to 2,000 people, and 5 of them had that experience, wait, I would have done B. Day 9, why didn't you do B? I get onus overload. And again, none of these, like literally, I can't stress enough that Math Hole, I'm really sorry that I'm talking a lot about this after you specifically asked that question. I apologize, I really don't mean to try to make you feel singled out in this way. But, you know, to come back to Math Hole's comment, this was not a 10 out of 10 bad comment. Period. Juta. It was not. It was a reasonable question, but is one of those micro irritants. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 1 or a 2. And so I spend a copious amount of time steering people towards some simple, you know, heuristics like, if you ever want to say, why didn't you, why don't you, couldn't you just, and other popular why don't yous. This is another good synergy. Anytime you feel like saying one of those, instead, state a declarative sentence. Simple heuristic. Just state a declarative sentence. Jesus, that feels so good knowing I have a stack of these in the deck. Just state a declarative sentence. So why didn't you blah? I would have done blah. And then you've done it. Fellow Joseph Sean, how much does streaming change your methods of communication in your personal life? Well, let me tell you something, Stellar Joe. On a more sincere note of getting canceled, and which I really don't like that the whole line of thinking, and I was like, oh my god, they were trying to cancel me. Oh, cancel culture is fucking devastating, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something that is really, really true. Maybe. Do I want to do this? Nah. Here's something that's really, really true. Every tiny little way in which I have ever communicated that has slightly rubbed someone the wrong way,
those who get in my way tend to regret it.
I will be told about it.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
All the small little things that I have done that have been kind of annoying to people, I get called on. And, like, if I do something that pisses off, say, 1% of my audience, that was like a few million people that tune into this fucking little pile of content we make every year. So, like, 1% of that is tens of thousands of people. And maybe if 1% of those people actually want to type it, well, that's like a shitload of Twitter messages, my dudes. This is awesome. This is like Selesnya value. I have not played against a list like this in ages. Probably don't want to do the shield counter because they have Brutal Cathars and other pop removal. I wish I did have the Riveteers Charm for the draw. So thank you all for listening to my little rants in a pants about communication. Health Losses' communication lecture was amazing. Take my sub. Hey, thank you. Ah, I just summoned you. Come on. So there are a number of good draws in the deck. I mean, Toxrill off the top is pretty straight up a very good one. Do it. I really want to kill Catilda, because Catilda gives everything +1/+1 every single freaking turn. Nice. That's 2 bumps. Oh, how I wish I had kept my stuff. Okay, so if we go eat you, be eaten. 7, 3, and 3. I'm gonna concede. I think they got me. I think they got me. So it's interesting. This is the first few games I'm playing with 4 Unleash the Infernos in there, which will cause the deck to have like a different sort of, almost like different temperament to it. This is a great hand. Alright, so it looks like we may very well be up against the mono-white. I mean, I guess you have to declare Infernal Grasp, no matter what. Like, what are you doing? I can't even cast Liliana. So, there is this style of list going around a lot lately, which is mono-white big stuff. you leverage really powerful 2-for-1 type things like Anointed Peacekeeper, Obvi. Let's discard this. Let's discard this cut down, because we're not going to run that. We may very well just... Gonna shoot this. Because Unleash the Inferno basically functions the same way that Terra Sunder does. I like this. The thing is, I feel a little heavy at 4. I have 6 4-drops. I mean, it's fine right now, but I want to make sure that I have some cheaper things that can get some good value. So you see, it runs these really great 2-for-1 style cards like this. And we can really crap on these lists with Cruelty of Gix, because they run Soul Warden as their high end. Soul Warden is the 5/5 flyer that draws like 100 billion things. Oh, and you have an Invoke Justice? That's pretty funny. Slightly different mono-white list, but still, it's just like mono-white good cards. Continue to get the green. Enterprise says, as I mentioned earlier, my concern with removing Terra Sunder for more Unleash the Infernos would be the case where the enemy doesn't have a creature out for you to bounce the Unleash off of. So tell me what this enchantment is.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Right.
Well done.
Well, I messed up. Come here. I don't have enough black mana to do the thing that I want to do. I'm getting back with Titan of Industry. No, I'm not. Where's the Gix? Yeah, I think we're just going Gix into Gix. Alright, excuse me.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
All right. Is this like a weird aggro list? Like, what is this? not entirely sure how we win. Shouldn't have gotten this. I just have to shoot this. I think it's literally the only hope. Yeah, I think that's the only hope. Yeah, I think that the only enchantments that I would be worried about would be the Reckoner Bankbuster. And I think that's the only one. Because Reckoner Bankbuster can, technically speaking, be run in a list that has virtually no creatures or planeswalkers and be used as card draw. But there's just not that many decks that look or function like that. I think this Unleash the Inferno change is good. One of the benefits that Unleash the Inferno has is that Don says, I think the change is good. I worry about the average mana value of our deck. It hasn't changed. It has not changed. Because we cut 2 Sorns and 2 Terra Sunders for 4 Unleash the Inferno. If there are some really good 2 mana cards, I'm all ears. There's some good 2 mana cards. I just want to run 6 copies of this thing.
Remember your training.
Okay.
Try not to miss me.
Okay. EGPG. You know what might actually rule? You know what might actually rule? Reckoner Bankbuster in place of the Riveteers Charm.
Distractions. Let's make this quick. I've always hated crowds. When I win, you're telling me what you know. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
I think it's the Bangbusters. I think that's the right way to do this. I think that's the right way to do that. Okay. All right. It's a hell of a top deck. Plausibly, we shouldn't have done that. Plausibly, we shouldn't have done it. So...
You won't be outsmarting me.
Yeah, I think Reckoner Bankbuster is just the card. We don't want a lot of them, but we were running 2 Sorens because it felt really nice, and it does the same thing as Soren. Lets us draw a few more cards. Okay. We might not get there. Does that work that way? Probably like this. Alright, well that's an error. Okay. Pretty good. Not gonna get any land, but I'm just gonna keep doing that. It's very rare I don't get a Rhino play. Oh, I have a Rhino right here. I got your Rhinos right here, baby. I think there's a place for Shouldered and somewhere in 75. This is the problem with Jund. There's too many good cards. So I don't know. I've not found it to be the most helpful. The way that I feel like Shouldered works is on a more aggro list or a more control list. Like if I am a controlling list and I can put down this big wall that heals me a little bit, that can buy me some time to do some of my other control-y things. And I've only found it even okay in that. And it's quite good if I'm putting on pressure right from turn 1, 2, and 3, right? If I'm playing like a Bankbuster, then I'm playing a Graveyard Trespasser, crewing it, attacking with that again.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. This is what you
And then
get
Shouldered,
for
when you
hurting
play,
my
can like
people.
be enough extra pressure, that sort of thing. Yeah, but I for a long time was just like, you know, it's Shouldered, you know, what can you do? You know, it's like whatever. It's not great, not terrible. Oh, that's a fucking move right there. Nice, really nice.
then.
Don't overthink things.
Okay. Being able to endlessly get back some of these large things is painful. Ah! Still not any good attacks. Chipping away one at a time.
Off you go.
We don't play this because we want to cycle it next turn with... Various man, some target removal would be nice. We have 8-ish, but really 6 clean hard removal. I don't want the Soul of Windgrace. I think we're doing fine on the board.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. One of your friends has to leave.
My God, dude, we are going some distance with this Titan of Industry Reflection and Kiki Jiki combo nonsense. This is a dramatic game. This is a very dramatic game. Hey, 7 damage to the face. Many wedding announcements to re-return. Oh, Josh. Subbing for 7 months and typing, oh, yes. What a treat to see you, Josh, man. How are you? Ah, yes, the top deck of our fucking nightmares. The final rhino. Da-da-da-da. Swing in the Sky is a little bit bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. Oh, I miscounted by 1. Oh, the token Titan could have granted a shield counter. Oh, that never occurred to me. That never, ever, ever occurred to me. Wow, we could have really fucking stabilized then, huh?
And I will protect them. This is your fight.
And that gets flying, and then we die. Damn. Alright. Missed a play! Alright, that was a good game. That was a good game. But I actually thinky I see. Thinky I do. I want to try to run, instead of these. This is actually at just the right mana cost. I've been looking for like a solid 2-drop, and it's perfect. Luke Teal says, opponent could have used the removal when Titan was getting copied and attack. If my opponent attacked, I would not have copied the Titan. I'm waiting till their end step and making sure that I can just safely block as is. And that we'll be in good shape. So, and that's one of the things about the, whatever that fucker's called, Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. You want to try to activate here on this step. And you often, if you can just activate the Titan right away, you want to, like, let's say I had 8 mana, play a Titan, I have 1 open, so I can do cool shit. Often it's actually better to just pass through your turn, wait, and activate it right here. Black, red. Okay. I'm not going to play Liliana. I've made this mistake a lot, where I play Liliana right on curve. And I think it's actually better to get the Soul of Windgrace down sooner. And just protect your hand. Oh my god, I never thought of the shield counterplay. That's unbelievable. I never, ever, ever, ever thought of that. That is just a terrific, terrific play. See, this outcome is very pleasing for us. Hey, 1 for 1. It's amazing. Yeah, I think running. I think we have gravitated towards the good stuff. And they've gravitated towards the bad stuff. Looking good. Dude, they put in a stop now. That's so good. Thank you, video game. So we want to reserve Ziatora's Proving Grounds in our hand as often as we possibly can.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit for your win.
Okay, bye-bye.
Off you go.
Wow. So here's where I probably will just shield counter it up. So I'm going to do this in case I draw my cut down. Alright, well, you know, what can you do?
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Now here's an interesting question. Do I play Riveteers Overlook? Or do I keep it in the hand to discard with Chapter 2 of this? I think, probabilistically speaking, it's better to do this. Riveteers Charm, very good card. Love this card. We just cut ours for the Reckoner Bankbuster, because we're gangbusters for Bankbusters. Boseiju is a key card to be able to pick off their Cruelty of Gixes as well. Sure. We want to leave the Ziatora in the deck. Because if we draw, we want to cycle it, excuse me. So we can cut 2 Bankbusters to make room for Riveteers Charm. Alright. This can give us a chance of getting our own one of these in there. Goodbye. Alright. It's the most very boring game of the year. Sacrifice me. Alright, do your worst. This is the best play right now. Guarantee ourselves another Gix. Alright, just clean and lean like a jelly bean. Good play, Luke. Alright. I don't like this card in this meta. Yeah, to Canadian Bacon, you're super spot on. We really favor not running out more lands. Soul of Windgrace is incredible for cycling them. I'd rather have one of these, please. See what they have. Nice. I'm liking my bang busting. Because this is also a little bit of a threat in these long-ass games. Again, deleted next turn. Ooh. Kill this. Kill one of these fucking things. Tackle these two things. Get rid of the Tenacious Underdog. This doesn't do anything, just gains some HP. Oops, I should have swung with that. Oh, that feels good. Alright, the Bangbuster is bang busted. Absolutely Reckoner Bankbuster up. Dave and busted. Yep. Alright, this is feeling like some good stuff here. This is feeling like some good stuff. Still gonna do best of one. Still want to do best of one for a bit to make sure that we're gleaning the practice that we can to get a sense of how the counter setups should work. The sideboard setups should work. I mean, this is it. This is exactly what we were talking about. We want a turn 2 play that we can get down and be efficient with our mana. Things that cost 2 we've been really desiring a lot. This is perfect. It's just perfect. It's perfect with where we wound up. Perfect with where we wound up. Because this has less value in our list than it would in others. Because we have not that many things that have 3 power. So this is rarely an attacking opportunity for us. Esper colors, huh? Okay. You got it. It resolves. We always discard the Tenacious Underdog, because it's always great in the bin. Opponent is very clearly looking to do another little tap in here. Great. Alright, villain has no land. Okay. Alright, very good. Is the overlay busted? The overlay is busted. Don't know why, but it's super broke right now. It says it's working, but it's not working. What can you do? Yeah, Cage Patches, we're not doing RimWorld today because I just had an unbelievably miserable night last night. I just woke up feeling wretched. Absolutely wretched. So we're going to teach things at the Kirin. Again, this card is a strong counter to these mono black lists. Mono black is really the only deck that runs Evolved Sleeper. So we're going to say nope. I'm going to chill back. Soul of Windgrace is nice here. We like to eat a card with a partial of this stuff.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. We all have things we'd rather forget.
Villain is stuck on 3. Spray by us. This will be able to kill this. I assume my opponent will minus, but we'll sack in that case, which I think is fine. Villain has some choosing to do, for sure. Sam Devia says, hey, didn't I just watch you hit Mythic and Limited? Congrats, hope you constructed climb is kinder to you.
Don't overthink.
Damn. Oh. I knew it. Oh, thank God. Look at this game putting in a stop for me. I've just not found that card to be great. Accidentally passed through. Nearly. Dude, it is so fun to play this list against this mono black stuff. We hang on to lands once we have a Soul of Windgrace out to just cycle. Who's coming back? Children? I mean, it's their best card, but it just doesn't do that much except fiddle with health. Okay. Alright, well, changed my mind.
For brunch.
Alright. Okay, it felt good. It felt nice. Yeah, I think the Bangbuster was exactly what we needed at the exact cost that we needed. Oh, felt good. Yeah, it's okay. And Dog Memes says, hey, Dan, I just turned in my first paper in my master's program. Finally able to take some time and catch a stream. Well, hey, welcome. It's good to have you, Hen Dog Memes. And because my opponent is... We see some double planes. I think I actually want a Riveteers Overlook here instead of the Teachings of the Kirin. Because I think Teachings of the Kirin is not as high value against mono white. Dude, Hen Dog Memes. God, I gotta say. Oh, fuck. I wish I had done everything completely differently. Alright, well, what can you do? It feels really good to start making good progress. And school stuffs, man. Okay, I have no idea what Greg Bro is. I know what Greg Bro is. Man, machine. Ant. 1 million ants, perhaps. Isn't that from Rick and Morty? I am 1 million ants. It's some good shit. That's some good shit. Alright. What is going on, dude? What is this weird list? So we don't really need Teachings of the Kirin. We don't need Toxrill. Toxrill's good for reanimation. I mean, this is okay. This is pretty good. So let's just do the anticipated maneuvers. Yeah, Million Ants was a Rick and Morty superhero. It was so funny. Thought Adele's had to step out, but did Sean announce he's doing a Dota cast? There is a high probability, but not guaranteed. Still, like, Jaren and I have been on, like, opposing schedules for a bit. There is a reasonable probability that Jaren and I are going to be doing a little bit of stuff together. Well, I mean, well... Just keep playing this shit. Is this like your usual haughty gin list? Is that what we're experiencing? Any idea what day it would be? Friday or Saturday? Those are the only 2 days. Well, in Pacific time. Friday night or Saturday night. I think this is right. Great. This was some probability this was going to happen. Now, because this happened, this is the best way to slow this down. And I have a stop here, so I can go... Options. Bang. Ah. Consider your negotiations protected. My opponent is doing what I do and trying to make an interesting and creative deck. And what a risk that is. Okay. Alright. I mean... Yeah. Y'all never seen this before? You know this? Because these die at the start of end steps. All right. I mean, this is still a losable game, but it doesn't change the fact that that entire sequence was incredibly satisfying. Okay. All right. I think we've leveled up the list. And I think the Unleash the Infernos and the Bankbuster was just like a really good way to recompose 6 cards. Cut 2 Terra Sunders, cut 2 Sorens. I think this is a mulligan. That's just literally a better hand. I'm going to dunk Lily, who's a little bit less value than I would expect. This is great with the Riveteers Overlook. We have some 2-mana plays. We have Fable the Mirror Breaker. If we hit a 3rd land, we can get 4 mana to play Soul of Windgrace. It seems okay. Alright. Look at me, this is how I actually work. I'm gonna be fabling. If I'm abling. Oh my god, there's a lot of Riveteers Overlook in there. My god, we've never had more excellent gasoline. And I am just going to kill this. The ramping potency is too much. It's too much! Alright, bang. Hey, you Jen. How you doing? How are you doing? Victoria 3? Oh, dude. I'd love to know what y'all been thinking about Victoria 3.
Mysteries. I've come with answers. One of your
I'm so
friends has to
sick-tory of these victories. Look at this, bang. Oh my god, bang. Oh! This Inferno got so unleashed. How am I doing, dude, Jen? The deck has been leveled up. We run 4 copies of this puppy right here with this giant ant centipede monster thing in there. After this game, I'm going to use the restroom, and then I'll just be right back. So I'm actually not even going to turn the stream off. Just going to disappear and come on back. I want to stress I just did this turn.
Nobody knows Dominario's shadows like. Off you go.
Alright, let's do some of this shit. So this is the mid-range version that runs a whole slew of Blood Tithe Harvesters and Workshop War Chiefs and all that stuff. Okay, bye-bye. I'm really not convinced that Liliana is that good when she's frequently plussing. I have some like good shit in here? Not the best, but not the worst.
I knew this was a waste of time.
Nice. Yeah, Bloodtithe Harvester is a very good Kikijiki target. Like, absolutely straight up. Oh, this fucking sucks. Alright, everything's great. Everything is parfait. Absolutely parfait. See, I really don't like this card that much. Never liked it, never did. So I actually want to block like this. I just want to block like this, and this Bloodtithe Harvester sacks itself to blow this thing up. I think that's fine. I'm just going to do the big stuff. Ow. Ow. Leave it back like this. This kind of guarantees that there's no swing back. Bring back this guy. Riveteers Charm also has the advantage of being able to exile an entire graveyard. I just killed you, you jerk. Good way of just beginning to drain my opponent. Alright, let's wobble at 5. You lose life. I gain life. This is what arguing on Twitter feels like. Ooh, love to see that. You're dead. No, you're dead. No, you're dead. I'm telling you, the single copy of Toxrill is what just turbocharged it. Peter approach is cut down, calculate base stats or actual stats. Its actual stats is 3/4. Because -1/-1 is a modification of the power and toughness of a card. Look at this. This will be gone next turn. Toxrill is disgusting. I don't know of a lot of lists that run Toxrill, but I genuinely think it's like one of the best cards in the deck. So I'm going to blow this up on upkeep. Slug's going. I'm just gonna do this and swing in with the non. Yeah, I think this is good. You know, maybe I should have swung in. I'm being a little cowardly here. But yeah, I don't see a lot of people running Toxrill. I think Toxrill is very nasty. Oh yeah, that's right. They would have been dead, huh? Okay, well that's probably a good reasoning. I think we were in a very winning position this game, largely thanks to the 2-for-1 that we got on the on that onslaught spell. So we're marching our way up. And again, I had a terrible time sleeping last night, so I'm gonna be gentle to myself. I might just play best of 1 for the rest of the day. But let me use the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. You know, something I wanted to throw out there for anyone that might be having these issues. I think many of you may have heard me complain about issues with, like some leg tightness and twitchiness, you know, that felt kind of tingly. And, you know, one contributing factor was the chair that I was in was just not a very comfortable chair. I am a very large person. Like, I am wide, I got a belly, I'm tall, like, all my axes are frickin' huge. And so, when I was,
the mysteries. I've always hated crowds.
This is a safe attack because this has haste. Now, this is a safe... Well... I will bin the cut down. That's good.
Don't overthink things.
But I was having this issue of, like, tightness and stuff like that. And when I was younger and played Brood War competitively, like, I had RSI in my hands and arms and various stuff like this. And what I found was, you know, the reason I have no RSI in my, like, you know, neck and shoulders and arms and wrists and stuff is that I just changed my posture and changed what my keyboard is and all the other sort of healthy stuff that you learn how to do as you get older. But I was just having this issue with this sort of twitchiness and this discomfort in my leggies. And I did not like it. Did not like it one bit. Now, this might look a little bit unfrickin' necessary, okay? And maybe that was... Ooh, yeah. They appear to have a... How do I do this? I'm near certain
I'm tired of your secrets.
they have a Unleash the... or Invoke Despair. Anyways, I discovered within the last few years that I have a slight magnesium deficiency. Because if you drink a lot of coffee, as I have talked about for, like, my entire life, that I love coffee and drink a lot of coffee, this strips magnesium out of your body. If you also like to drink beer or alcohol of various sorts, this will also strip some magnesium out of your system. And when I just started taking, like, little magnesium supplementos, everything got so much better. Oh, great. That was like a huge deal for helping me just feel way better. It's funny because I was talking to a friend and I mentioned this to them. They're like, oh my gosh, I had the same thing happen. That's so interesting.
Luck favors the foolish, after all.
Gangbusters for the Bankbuster, baby. Dude, the Teachings of the Kirin is so good. She old red. This is what I was trying to get out of your hand this whole time, you jerk. Probably better. Probably better. You know, I really think I shouldn't have even been protecting Liliana throughout this. I really think I should not have. I should not have at all, I think. I think being overly protective of Liliana is actually getting me in trouble here. Because, you know, I have to discard some cards, and if they're getting some card advantage from this one, this feels a little throwy. So this would suggest that perhaps in their hand they actually do have another Sorin. Right. Yeah, because I was having trouble making sense of their hand. Why would they not be playing some of these things? Why would they not be playing some of these things?
This is my home, and I don't appreciate... Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
I'm going to take quite a bit of damage here, but I think we'll be okay. Okay. This is looking like a pretty good Infernal Grasp situation here. Looking like a pretty good Infernal Grasp situation here. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Wow. Alright.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Still, that is okay. Pick off Lily in a sec. I have a weird idea. I don't want to take their underdog. No. No. This is what we do. Ah, you fucking game. Because what I want to do is when this enters, this goes on the stack, so I want to, in response, sack the Riveteers Charm. It's not a big deal. I think this is good. I think this is good. I think this is good. You can only prevent this if you throw Sholdred in front of it. We already clearly have another thing to be able to kill. Yep, great. We have this. We have the option to cycle or heal with Soul of Windgrace. Whew! No worries, look carrot. My name is oft misspelled. Close to Mythic, are we? We are just now broaching up onto Diamond 2. Because this game is looking like a win. And I think that this is a good card. I think this is a good card for us indeed. See, I'm telling you, man, our enchantments freaking own. Oh, they're so good. So the most reasonable target for them is to get this Titan of Industry, which is fine.
Waste of my time. Knew this was a waste of time. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Okay. Alright. Alright. Tenacious Underdog is completely fine. See how they swing. God, you gotta remember that play, huh? God, that feels incredible. Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so sensational. Oh, that felt really good. I'm not gonna tell a lie. That was fantastic. Oh, look at this guy deleting his own shit. He's got that fear. So, I mean, we have a lot of high-powered stuff. It's cheaper to cycle like this. Fuck. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. So if I crew this, they can destroy this thing. They cast this on, so it would tap anyways. So we should crew this. And if they have targeting removal, then we just lose. And that's all right, because we would have lost no matter what. Bankbuster does it again. Ooh. Because I got a shit to blow up, huh? Dude, my opponent has probably taken 50 damage from this fucking Tenacious Underdog. Ah! Alright. Liliana would be good. Any of our Titans would be good. Nice. Okie dokie. I consider it cut. I mean, it looks like we're gonna lose. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so funny. That game took forever. And I still point all the way back to the play error that we made early on, which was running out Liliana and trying to protect Liliana and doing things. I think that really screwed us. And because the matchup is so strong for us, we were able to slowly make headway and then lose. Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, that last game was great evidence of why this list is so fun to play. There's just, like, a lot of really interesting decisions to make and so on. It's just a blast. It's a blast. I will say, though, that I think that Liliana is the card that I most frequently misplay in the deck. Because, I mean, in retrospect, it's so obvious to say out loud. Or it's obvious when you say it out loud. If my opponent is every turn playing a Tenacious Underdog, me trying to plus Liliana to make them lose a card, and then I also lose a card, is fucking stupid. Because I'm losing one card a turn, and they are not. So is this mono-white vehicles list? Actually, I'm going to get this right now. I'm going to just pick off the Hopeful Initiate. This card is a real pain in the ass. Chat's slowing down a bit, so I'm going to unleash the masses. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my god. They've taken away my teachings of the Kirin. Hey, everyone. Yeah, Liliana is like an incredibly good card that is great to frequently board out. Probably will name Soul of Windgrace again. Ow, ow. It's actually very, very good. It's very, very fortunate. Hot shot mechanic. Alright. Bang! I love this. Do you want to do a hopeful initiate? I'm like, you know what? You know? I'll do a Titan of Industry just this once. Life and Fartifacts. Titan of Industry is so fun to cast. Valorous stomps. Seeing his stats, he's so fucking valorous. 1, 2, 3, so we're at 4, we'd go to 5. And it looks like the very traditional death by large numbers. I mean, it's looking like we're dead. We get another turn. It's pretty funny, actually. Okay. I mean, sometimes you just, like, reanimate a bunch of Titans and you just fucking blow them up. So, you know, it's, like, kind of a way to go about it. So, there you go. I think the deck is really coming together. I mean, my brain is not quite coming together, but that's fine. I don't think this hand is good enough, because we basically have a 5-card hand, and we can only cast one of those 5. This card is actually weirdly a little bit better, because we have a 2-for-1. And we have some incredible payoff cards. Alright, am I actually against an Esper Legends list, finally? You know, this might have been considered an error to play this. Maybe we should actually just be cycling it. But the reason I'm okay with this is that I really do want the double black. For reasons like this. Sure. Negate, huh? Oh, this might be like a true, pure control list. I'm going to try to run this out. I have no idea what my opponent's list is. I mean, we don't see Wandering Emperor. Hi! Well, 1-for-1. All right, we're gonna do a shield token on the Titan, of course. I don't know. I really don't know what's happening. I mean, we're pretty clearly against like a, you know, control list that's running Invoke Despairs. I'm not going to play this because I can discard with this. I'm not going to attack because there's Wandering Emperor mana, and that's how we immediately lose. It's fucking terrible. I guess I'll hold on to these. I don't really need any more mana out. Hey. Got any mana over here? This is a good example of why I run, or why I was keeping the cards in the hand, because now I can use this to discard and redraw. Oh, gangbusters for bangbusters. Basecake says earlier you said to hover over the screen, now use the chat to command to get the deck list. One, what if anything is the problem with using the command? It clutters up chat, especially if people are getting really excited about the list. Oh boy, what can I do? What can I do with the list? Oh. Blobbity blobbity bloobity blue. There's so many things that I want to do. I mean, I hate chat commands, period. I, despise chat commands.
Thanks. I'll be taking that.
For this reason. Well, I can ditch off one. Glitter Kaito. I really don't like it. Because, I mean, I've been to chats where, that's the case. And it's just fucking the most obnoxious shit ever.
Oh, no big deal.
Draco says, could Windgrace have been activated with the ETB on the stack? Discard land? Yeah. It doesn't automatically give you that stop, so you have to be, very quick about it. Yeah, so I want chat to be a chat. I want it to be a conversation. I want it to be a place where people can go to interact with one another, to have a nice time. And when it is not that, I just really do not like it. I really, really, really don't like it. I'm talking about just generally chats that I've seen. We're not going to play because we've seen farewells. So I try to encourage people to do that. And if you are on mobile... Oh, I'm so fucking good. If you're on mobile, you can go to my website. And we got fucking everything up on the website. Is this okay to play? Is this second farewell? I'm pretty sure that these decks run 3 farewells. Okay. Maybe I should have left this one back, but we're about to be in the same turn again. I love our list so much. So much I love this list. Syncopate, nice. Some really good tech here. Weirdly, I still want to play around Wandering Emperor. I haven't seen a single copy of that, and that's like their win card. Well, Sheriff. Kind of seem boring. Gotcha. I mean, it's pretty interesting if you know the lists pretty well. I think they got us. Sheriff the cat, hello. Oh, my baby, hi. So you know what? I think I'm gonna try to. Ouch, yes, yes, tell me more. No way, I can't. I'm shocked, I tell you, that's crazy. Ow, wow, really? No way. Ow. 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 Ah. Alright, come on. Come on, get in here. What is it? You just... This cat loves being hugged. Oh, she just loves it. She loves being just gripped. Coddled like this, get the little tummy rub, scritched. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff right here. Okay, I think that this is not it. Okay, I think that I do want land. Fuck. Alright. This is gone. This is gone. Alright. We got this. Alright, bam. Yeah, fuck out of here. Yeah, alright. Ow. It's likely to double no lander. I mean, it's small. That's fine. Turn this little Oh, shit. Fuck yeah, dude. Look at this. Stuck on a one lander. Oh, you love to see that shit. I mean, you do, in fact, love to see it.
Sacrifices must be made.
Oh. This is great. Ow. Countered. Okay. Kind of needed to plus this, but it's a little tough. I have a lot of counters. I think that maybe I shouldn't be running this shit out. If I draw land, I can plus. This card definitely sucks here, so let's do this.
You won't be outsmarting me.
The only value we can get. Go!
Don't.
Come on, plus! It's the only play we've got.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space? We all have things
All right.
we forget.
This game was really dumb so far for both of us.
I'll be back with friends.
Huge amount of their deck is just counters and shit. Well, I would love a Liliana the Veil. Hey!
Those who get in my way tend to regret
Yay! I thought I was supposed to be against the annoying deck. I am the annoying deck. Look at that. Boom. Mill, mill, mill. Look at this. Bam. Woo! Oh, discard your garbage. Be gone, island.
You won't be outsmarting me.
You won't be outsmarting me. Don't care. Don't need any more manas. You're both playing annoying deck? Don't. That is so mean of you to say. Yeah, I'll just cycle this pupper. Yeah, there we go. Bam. Yeah, villain was stuck on land. I was stuck on 5. Like, we're just the Gosuist. Bang.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We all have things we'd rather. Bam, bam. All right.
Don't overthink things.
I don't really know what Hazes is gonna do here. I figured it out! Yeah, we won a game! Alright, so basically pricey shit is a no-go. So what we want is cut downs, duresses, pilfers. Probably no bangbusters. Tempo is really important here. Get these in. One more way to win. We put in all of the cheap things, okay? Yeah, landing a Liliana in this matchup is nasty. Oh, it's just nasty. Oh my god, I'm getting messaged. I'm so popular. Alright. Alright. I think I put in 3 Duresses in the sideboard here. I really love Duress, like a lot. But I don't love it that much. Great. This source says, hey Sean, are there any times in life that you are glad you didn't get what you wanted? No. I mean, come on, I wanted that shit. Hit him where it hurts. No, I mean, like, you know, I don't know. I just... Alright, did I win? I won.
Enough with the mysteries. I'm tired of your secrets.
This card's going. Maybe the Essence Scatter's going. Dude, yeah, I don't know. Like, I have become a better person at times because I, you know, dude. You want to see what hosing looks like? Let me hit him with the hose. This guy sacrifices. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Haven't
I don't know, like, because the whole notion of, like, a better person. I don't know. I think that the notion of better personhood is and can be a little bit of, like, a debate. being a better
won't be
person.
outsmarted.
Because often what people really mean is, you are more palatable for me to be around. And I'll be honest, I did it. I'm palatable. I'm the most palatable person in the universe. I will kill it.
One of your friends has to leave.
I am a palatability buddy. I don't know. Like, that is so hard for me to be like, are you glad you didn't get something that you wanted? No, because I wanted it. And, like, if, like, for instance, oh, there was someone that if I wound up dating, it would have been really bad. Am I glad that happened, though? I mean, no. You know, I kind of would have wanted it to, like, you know, like work.
We all have things we
Hell yeah. Do you actually want to counter this? Fuck yeah. Gotcha. Give me money. But the thing is, if I were in a relationship and I didn't like it, I would leave it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, give me my diamond twos. Give me my diamond dose. Painful Doris, Sean, I just watched your draft video on YouTube where you besmirched pickles and it hurt me. Good. Take that, bizarre pickle-loving baby. Every day I wake up, I get out my notebook, and I start to draw pickles. I just love looking at them. I love the pickle lifestyle. I love pickles. I just don't think that pickles are good. Things that are pickled? Sure. Pickled things. Having things with pickled components in them? Yeah, fine. Oh, this garbage. Is this black? Is this a black mana? Yeah, it looks like it's black mana. Okay. It's us. Control lists. So this is the Grixis I am going to try to cast Invoke Despair a shitload list. And the way it works, believe it or not, is that you try to cast Invoke Despair a shitload. Everybody now. Well. Logan SC2 says, love you, man. Thanks, Logan. I guess log in is how it would be. Much love. This is not what I thought that it was. Fuck you. Let's go, that bang and bangbuster. Gangbusters for bangbusters. Because we both have a Reckoner Bankbuster, both of us are doing nothing. It's great. It's great. How dare you? Ow. Alright, well, let's start playing some shit. Could also be Grixis Vampires, which is an annoying turd list. Drawing so few lands, you know, in the top 15 cards, hitting 3 of them. It's a bit uncommon, to say the least, but, you know, we're holding on strong. We believe in the power of Junding our opponents. We're waiting. Bang, bang. So, here's a weird idea. I love appraising corpses. Yeah, so here's a little nutty idea. Alright, let me share with you my little nutty putty. Okay, I know what the list is. Oh, shit, yeah. Here it is. Ah, ugh. Give me a little nutty idea. So humans evolved in certain ways that make feelings like, ooh, building up lots of anticipation. Getting really excited about. Like, for instance, this game, I'm just sitting here, and I'm in a way, the time that I'm having is fucking miserable. Because I'm stuck on land. But there's a part of me that's like, ooh, but if we get to next game, oh, it's all going to be great next game. Blah, 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 blah. Kill me. And thusly, I die. And there's been, you know, a lot of research into this about, like, the way that humans enjoy hoarding-type experiences, Skinner box-type experiences. Alright, so we want these in here still. And I wonder if there's aliens on other planets that have evolved in such ways that their games are really weird. As humans would look at them and just be like, what? I think these are not very good. I think that Toxrill is not very good. I actually think the Duresses and the Pilfers are what I want to put in. I think that is what I want to put in. I want to get rid of the Underdogs because they have lots of ways to delete and eat things in the grave. Go pull out some of these and get in some more Bangbusters. Sort of drown them in chords. I don't think that these have that much value. Get the Sorens in. Oh, I forgot to cut all the teachings of the Kirin. I have 64 cards. Fuck. Oh my god, I have 64 cards. Sucks. But you can see by my smirk that I also kind of find that hilarious. In my defense, I've been telling you all day that I'm very, very, very tired. That I didn't sleep well at all, and I'm a devastated person. Anti-Miltech deployed. Yeah, damn right, B-Town Pro. See, this is absolutely a reason why some of y'all like tuning into me. Day 90 is just so ridiculous.
No more distractions. That's because you won't be outsmarting me.
It's working perfect. It's going just according to...
I've always hated cricket.
We wish to get... green. Alright. Some of the lands go. Gone. I want to see what's in their hand first. Absolutely nothing.
Whatever. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
This is basically what I got, huh? Alright, zaps that, zaps that. Me, 2 for 1 boy. Bang! I think our sideboarding plan is really good, minus the fact that I put in 64 cards. Or maybe the reason we won is we got 64 sweet ones. You know what I'm saying? I think I just get this one. They're gonna Takenuma back, Shouldered. So I'd rather get something than nothing, you know? This cycles for 3, so may as well cycle it for 1. Look, it's the card I tried to cut. Ah! Imagine if instead of the teachings of the Kirin, there was just an empty space where the card would have been. See the next card on my top? Oh my god, it would have been a Titan of Industry. I'm so fucked with that. What do we have in here? Sucks. Oh, I'm ready for pain, baby. Hit me. Make it hurt. Oh, yeah.
And you think you can win?
Whatever will they do?
Sacrifices must be made.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Like, what are we doing? What is the purpose of what's happening right here? Again, if we just didn't have teachings of the Kirin, alright, well, I'm coming in. Coming for you. Bam, there it is. Getting in there. Yeah. I wonder if my opponent might have the audacity to play a Shouldered this turn. I mean, that would be crazy. What's he gonna do? This is unbelievable if he does this. I cannot believe that anyone would run a shouldered right now. That's ridiculous. I wish to draw. Cruelty. All right. Hell yeah. Woo! We got there. I will stress the logic of what we're doing is sound, right? Yeah, dude, I'm gonna get your blood token too. Don't fuck with me, man. Put some stops here because I fully expect another shoulder to pop down. All right, here we go. Boom.
Don't overthink things.
Dude, a villain just hasn't invoked despair. That would give me some despair. All right, Morrow. I think there's a single thing we can do. Oh, putting away the Bankbuster? Oh, that's crazy. Corpse Appraiser. All right. All right, I can get down with that. I don't think I have any more Titans in the bin. Nope. And I'm shouldered in hand, and I mean that's cool. But they do have many shouldereds in the bin, which for someone who likes reanimating shit. Oh my god, do you remember how badly I wanted to cut that card? Be gone.
That's my belief.
And watch this.
Off you go.
Put another stop there. Alright, here we go. See, I think that my logic of how to play this matchup was sound. Again, I just accidentally didn't cut all the teachings of the Kirin because I makey a mistakey. Farts! Alright. Alright, well this best of 3 was a little dumb. This was a little bit stupid. I got super land hosed in game 1, and then in game 2 I just like didn't board out cards. Just like went to 64 in the game. And but again, I'm pretty happy with the sideboarding plan that we've assembled together. If I just had more energy, we'd be all right. Oh my gosh, did we just get the best possible opening hand? I think we did. Oh my god, we got our slug boy hanging out. Look how cute he is. He just, ah. Oh my god, this little guy is just adorable. I don't have a turn 2 play, so I don't care the most about hitting them tempos. What? Dude, offline 1982 just loves running all the good shit. That Soul of Windgrace down early is pretty critical. I'm willing to take 2 damage and see what occurs. If my opponent plays Fable the Mirror Breaker, then I really, very badly. Super unbelievably badly need to begin ramping that. Oh, alright, we frickin' win. So here's where plussing is really good. When it's stuck on 2, I'm gonna have to make some tough choices. We bin Toxrill, and then we get to play the swamp and instantly Soul of Windgrace. The only outlet they have is the teachings of the Kirin. Pretty good. Pretty sensational. So I think these cut downs are probably not as good. As a player of this list, I think Toxrill's not good. These are all fantastic. Enchantment, destruction type things are fantastic. I want a lot of these. We really need to kind of like disable them incredibly quickly. This is why the Duresses and the Pilfers are coming in. I don't really think we need a lot of Infernal Grasps, to be honest. Really, it's like enchantment removal that feels incredibly important to me. I know this is our only removal. I think this is actually a good enough Tear Asunder matchup. Because we actually have a lot of things that we want to delete for 2. Cruelty of Gix we delete for 2. And if something lands on the battlefield, we want to be able to exile it as well. This is actually okay with 2 of these. And 1 of those. Damn it, man. Come on. Don't duress my duress. What a jerk. I don't believe this. Villain clearly has incredible taste. Oh, yes. Attack the hand. That is the plan.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Dude, they already have a Riveteers Overlook in there. Play that shit. In my deck. Dude, there's like so many opportunities. Soul of Windgrace. I am the Jund master of this server. Yeah, you're allowed to tear asunder it. It's cool.
A delay, nothing more.
This is actually just so offensive that I'm using their Riveteers Overlook. Like, that is just... I mean, that's appalling. Like, I feel like I'm an appalling person. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do what's wrong to get ahead.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Damn, Lily.
Sacrifices must be made.
I think we probably want to do this. Probably.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Cruelty of Gix means we basically instantly lose. Yeah. Alright. This is this matchup. This is like such a funny Cruelty of Gix matchup. Like, everyone is just like turbocharging each other. See it. Maybe we do want the Toxrill. Maybe we want to make sure we have even more targets, you know. You know, like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I actually think this matchup gets decided so fucking early on. I actually don't think that it is good enough to try to go for anything long term. We're just gonna make each other. We're both gonna discard down to 4 cards on turn 2, and whoever gets to that Cruelty of Gix early on is gonna get there. Yeah, that's a solid hand. What's in here? Alright. They can pilfer. Pilfer away, man. Oh, fuck. They fucked up, but then we're also fucked. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, another Fable Mirror Breaker. Alright, this is good. Kind of. Not if my opponent gets some crazy shit. Opponent's doing like exactly what I want to do. I love what my opponent's doing so much.
Something suspicious is going on.
Oh my god.
It's not my fault. I've always hated cards.
I think we might need to be a little bit more cautious here.
I'll be back with friends.
I mean, this whole situation is just tricky. Dude, missing our 3rd land drop is awful. That was rough. Pilfer away, friend. This is probably the right one to pilfer. I think. Oh shit, they got our Titan in the bin. Oh fuck, we are fucking fucked. That's Cruelty of Gix, we just instantly die. This is pretty funny. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this is looking a little bit grim. Cruelty of Gix, is this card here, huh? Huh? No. Ow, ow. Fuck, man. Dude, that's what I'm trying to do, is get a Cruelty of Gix cast first. Yeah, Jund vs. Jund is always, like, the absolute dumbest matchup. Like, everyone's just trying to reanimate the big thing, and it's like, oh, did I disrupt you a little bit? Did we get it? No? No, we didn't get it? Alright, we're completely fucked. Like, instantaneously turbo fucked. Yeah, left one's... Cruelty of Gix is one of my favorite cards. I like, literally, this list is like a who's who of my favorite shit. Is Inferno instant speed? Absolutely. See, if I had this run out, I'd be a happier camper. Oh shit, teachings of Kirin. Oh fuck, here we go. Doop, doop, doop. Doing this. Pulling that up if it worked, because you could have killed the Titans. It would have gotten a 4/4 and destroyed my enchantment. That's the problem. I'm not worried about a shield counter. No siree. A single fear about shield counters in sight. Jesus Christ. Fuck. I hate this matchup so much. Alright, well, that goes away. This goes away. Okay, so... pick off this nerd. Aetheros Tempest is something I've noticed is in a lot of the multiplayer games I've played, which predominantly tend to be RPG-ish in their expressiveness, Magic the Gathering, Destiny 2, World of Warcraft, the PvP mirror matchups always feel so dissatisfying. I have never, ever seen a single game execute on mirror matchups in a really satisfying way. Quite literally just never seen it. That's why I think it's actually like really good that there's a lot more asymmetry as a focus. Yeah, because I mean, there's this problem with mirrors where it's so easy for it to like spiral out of control like very, very, very quickly. Do I block this guy? Probably not. You have the same strengths and the same weaknesses, and you get ahead on the strengths. I mean, that's just kind of like, in a lot of ways, that's that. Yes, we should just start exiling Titan of Industries. God, see, like, literally, turn 4 Cruelty of Gix is so fucking hard to stop in this matchup. 1-1, Colorless. Get out of here, fucker. Just double block. You got me. And see, one of the ways in which a game like Magic tries to deal with that is... you know, the randomness of the draw. Right, and so I feel like mirror matches and RTSs aren't bad. Given your extensive experience, what do you think about mirror matches and RTSs? I think they're generally garbage. Like, Protoss vs. Protoss in Brood War is so stunningly fucking weird. That's, by the way, Cruelty of Gix is the card I just need to draw. If I can get that card, that's the good shit right there. Alright, I'm out of here. All I need to do is draw Cruelty of Gix a little bit more. Toxrill, you're out. These and those, and probably these guys, you're out. Maybe even the teachings of the Kirin, but I definitely want the Duresses, the Pilfers. Tenacious Unders. Infernal Grasps. Titan of Industry is like such a disgusting 3-for-1. So good. Well, it is 5:25, so I need to leave after this best of 3. But the good news is, I will probably be sleeping more tonight. Yeah, like, Raiden, let me point to the 3 mirror matchups in... whoops. Sorry, let me do this. The 3 mirror matchups in Brood War are, like, pretty terrible. Like, Zerg vs. Zerg. Is, like, a 2-unit matchup that generally ends somewhere between 4 and 8 minutes into the game. Terran vs. Terran games take fucking forever and are super grindy. Protoss vs. Protoss is this unbelievably weird, unstable matchup. Now, obviously, I did play these games for a lot of years, but the point that I would make is not, is it objectively good, objectively bad, right? A personal opinion that I think it's trash. But people overwhelmingly prefer non-mirror matchups. I think if your game can impose or virtually guarantee non-mirror matchups, I think you're grand. And I think that one of the best games in the history of video games to do this well is... what are we doing, Jorge? One of the best games to do this well is Age of Empires 2 that just shoves a bunch of randomness into the game. When there is mirrors, yeah, it's just a crazy, unique map, and there's these different positions. There's just asymmetry fundamental to the design of the map. Oh, I hope Jorge just explodes and we get ladder points. Tomorrow's going to be a solid full day. Solid full day, and I think I might just best a 1. I think our deck is very solid in the Game 1 matchups. Oh my god, did I do it? No, it can't be. Oh, yeah, fucking Namada, what are we doing, man? What is this nonsense? Get out of there. Duress and Duress. So scared about that fucking Titan of Industry, man. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen. Dude, we're owning. Ow. Getting more busted cards out. Here we go. Look at that. Voltage Surge. Oh, dude, we're doing great. How's Climb coming along? Actually, really great. I don't really need the teachings of the Kirin right now. Okay. Coming in. In the battle of Titan of Industry versus Titan of Industry. Turns out that Titan of Industry is an excellent card. Gamers, I've done it. I've cast Titan of Industry first. Unbelievable. I didn't think it was possible. Yeah! I told you this matchup was fucking stupid. It's a stupid one. I got him. I am feeling like we're gonna lose this. These Jund mirrors are just so unstable. I have no confidence in our ability to succeed. We have to mulligan this. And that's that. This is the game. This is what we got. Alright, let's get some black mana. I just need a draw, like really good half-time green mana here. Yep, that's fine. Would you be interested in getting my Duress? Yeah, seems good. Green land, green land, green land. Oh shit, we're both getting to take a peek at everyone over here. Holy shit, we are hosed. Oh, actually, they're pretty fucked. This is alright. Fuck. Fuck yeah! Get out of town. Photos here says, what do you mean when you say toss versus toss or Jund versus Jund are unstable matchups? There's not a lot of clean ways to get... Oh, Jesus Christ. 26 land. Yeah. There are not clean ways to... okay, well, let me use a really simple example. In Protoss versus Protoss, if you just get a Dragoon lead, it is incredibly difficult to have any tool available to help you win in that situation. Oh, dude, fucking give me a break. So dumb. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, well, sometimes. Oh yeah, so like Dragoon versus Dragoon stuff. I'm gonna play some best of ones because I'm actually quite annoyed at how dumb the last 6 games I've played are. Dragoons are the only reasonable unit for a long time in Protoss versus Protoss. They're the only just reasonable unit. So if you fall behind in Dragoon counts, you do not have a unit that is better to make than the Dragoon. And so, whenever there's that first inflection point where someone messes up their control and loses a Dragoon, the game is over in a good number of circumstances. Ow, fuck, man. In Zerg vs. Zerg, each of you will have 1 hatchery. Alright, so you have 1 hatchery. So, at some point, that hatchery, once it's made 9 drones, you're kind of done making drones. And when you're done making drones, it's all lings until you can make mutas, and then it's all mutas. So if, at some point in time, you mess up your Zergling control, game's unstable and game's over. And that's kind of like how this Jund matchup is playing out for us. Like, 1 Titan of Industry hitting the battlefield essentially instantly ends the game. Because the Titan is a 7/7, it makes a 4/4, and it destroys an enchantment. And this deck that we have is built around destroying enchantments. Or excuse me, built around powerful enchantments. So Unleash the Inferno's feeling really good. So, like, take, for instance, this situation, where I'm ahead on the board. Imagine if on this next turn, my opponent plays a Titan of Industry. They kill this, they have a 7/7, they have a 4/4. I do not have any recourse. Get this up first. That's what I mean by unstable. So, and let's contrast this instability to instability in other matchups, where, I mean, Age of Empires 2, great example. What if someone has built a lot of archers, or a lot of knights, or a lot of a unit? Is there something you can do to successfully deal with that? Well, if they're building archers, you have anti-archer units that you can make. Yeah, this is the investigator, huh?
Nobody knows Dominaria. Sacrifices must be made.
I guess this one. Yeah, so this is the, like, what I mean by the... Oh yeah, you in Age of Empires 2, sorry, I lost my train of thought. In Age of Empires 2, you can just make the counter unit. And it's very clear that this is the way that you can potentially win. Perfect. You can hit a catapult shot. You can do any number of very significant big moves.
I'm tired of your secrets.
And so, like, broadly speaking, I don't really like a lot of mirror matchups in a lot of games because, I mean, frankly, it's pretty hard to. Actually, what's the best way to close this shit out? Yeah, weirdly, I think this is actually right.
You failed to entertain me. Luck. I've always hated.
I think this is actually weirdly the right move. Because this puts him pretty close to dead. Alright, they have to, like, draw the answer now. And now it can't even be a small guy. Detonated! And of course, pure symmetry doesn't have to be all about... Or doesn't always have to be unstable like this. It just often is. Like, I mean, again, Age of Empires 2, you can have two symmetric factions, and you can play in quite asymmetric ways, and often the way to respond if you have lost a lead is to start really veering off into a different direction. Like, again, if we're both building knights, and then I get a knight lead, you can really go into pikemen and defend more, and, like, that's very different. Tangerine says this is a solid channel. You know, Tangerine? I love hearing you say that. You've been a superlative regular in the last few weeks. Last few months, excuse me. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, yeah. But again, like, to compare to the Dragoon versus Dragoon example, if you're behind on Dragoons in early game StarCraft, the tool that you have available is the Dragoon. And that's it. That's what you got. It's Dragoons. I think this is the play, even though I would like to bang bust it up. It's fine. Yeah, the only good tool in Protoss early game is the Dragoon. Period. That's it. So only to say this isn't 4 Dragoons, like, way better than 3. Yeah. I mean, the real inflection is 5 versus 4. Because 5... each Dragoon deals 20 damage, so Dragoons have 180 health, so if you have 5, that's 2 volleys to kill an enemy Dragoon. No. Aethros Tempest gifts 5 subs, says, for the amazing content. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Aethros Tempest. Very kind of you. Tummy time. How you doing, darling? You doing good? Are you a good little tiny cat? Oh, yeah, tummy rubs. Are there other RTS games that have, like, that same sort of scale tipping that StarCraft has? Like that 5v4 Dragoon example you just explained? StarCraft has the clearest depiction of it. Like, it's quite easy to see. Because, StarCraft is a very fragile game. Age of Empires 4, for instance, It's just hard to make it all the way over to the enemy side of the map. Would you declare cut down? Sure. Someone fucked up. Interestingly, mono white is our worst matchup, though only a 21 game sample size. Observe that there are really very, very, very few mono white lists in best of 3. Because in best of 3, we fucking own this shit. No dice. See what blocks it. What's going on here? Yeah, in a game like Age of Empires 4, it can often be a little hard to see. Because, you know, those games just like... It's very hard to move all the way across the map to pick off the enemy and that sort of thing. Oh my god, I'm feeling my brain. Like, you know that feeling that you sometimes might get when you've had a few drinks where you have that like, ooh. Oh, Jesus. I've had some drinks where you have like that sort of woozy thing. Oh, shit. What is the worst one for us? Yeah, our list is quite good in best of 3 against mono white. Those things that we're not winning against mono white in best of 1, but I think that's fine. Seedup says, would you consider swapping out any number of Kirins? Yeah, Kirin is one of... It's one of the 3 best cards in the list. I think the best cards are Cruelty of Gix, Titan of Industry, and Teachings of the Kirin. I think it's be very hard pressed to give me an argument for why that guy should go, because that guy is like very sick. Because Teachings of the Kirin, first of all, is a very good anti-invoke despair card. It costs 2 mana, it makes creatures, and it's an enchantment, so you can hit 2 of the 3 sacks on Invoke Despair. It also fills the bin, which is very useful for Soul of Windgrace, for Cruelty of Gix. You fucker, that's my mana. What a jerk. What an absolute jerk. Has life linked? No, just Intrepid Adversary is just too strong. Oh, we were so close. Consider burning down the house for best one matches. We want no sweepers in the list. We have lots of creatures in our deck. We are a no sweeper list. And again, it's fine to have some weak matchups in best of one. Like, that's not a big deal. The one thing I'm feeling ever so slightly is I actually... These Bangbusters have actually felt a little awkward in some games. I actually want to try this. Bringing in these Riveteers Charms again. Let me think for a moment. I'm still fiddling a little bit. I'm still fiddling a little bit. -1 Buster, +1 Hearse. Don't really see what the Hearse is helping us with. Okay, this is my last game, because I really gotta just fucking leave and be an adult. And do shit. I got a NordVPN video to record. You gonna play any other decks for Brothers War? Is this a Jund house now? I don't have a decision. Benelo Games says, honest opinion, is a VPN worth it? I mean, I am of the opinion that privacy is the biggest growing problem that is affecting the average bear. Because, like, I mean, fuck me, man. Like, I signed up for an Airbnb just to stay at TwitchCon. And I had to give them all this personal information, which, you know, makes sense. They need to verify my identity. But fuck me if it isn't really annoying that my phone is blowing up with, like, TMZ article bullshit. Like, random phone number messages me, do this, I block the phone number. Another random number messages. It's like there is absolutely no protection for so many things. And so I think that for a lot of people, VPNs allow them to just casually hang out, do the same shit they would be doing normally, watching YouTube videos, checking email, doing stuff like that. Hi, darling. Alright, so this is the 5-color list. Oh, thank God, it's actually the 2-color Selesnya list. We kick this thing's butt. I'm gonna blow this shit up, man. And if this guy has some sort of protection spell, great. I can unleash. Perfect. Ideal. Don't even lose the life. I mean, look at this. Oh, Unleash the Inferno is so good. Oh, that's such good shit. Wow. Toxrill is just murderer of this card. Oh no, the Jukai Naturalist will be coming back very soon. Oh, why not, dude? Should have waited for here, but, you know, same difference. Intimidation. Great. All right. What are these cards? I've like never seen these cards in my life. It's crazy. Wonder why that guy didn't attack. I'm doing this right now. I love playing this card. It's better to play Titan of Industry because you blow this up, you have a blocker. But I love Toxrill. I love Toxrill. I have a love affair with Toxrill. Cycle away, matey. Well, that is the exactly worst possible outcome. Rolling. Awesome. I'm having a fun time. Yeah. There's something that feels a little uneven about our list. And I'm trying to put my finger on what's going on. Alright, let's make him concede this turn, huh? Love this card. I love this deck. Yes. That's how we're ending. That's how we're ending, Desperado. Alright. So, we didn't make a lot of pip progress. But I'm really pretty pleased with how the deck is shaping up. I think that this is correct to run. I think it's this last card. I want something a little bit more oomphy right here, I think. And maybe it actually still is the Reckoner Bankbuster. Maybe I need to get a 27th land. Maybe actually just like 3 of these is okay. Maybe something like this. I'm not entirely sure, but it's feeling close. It's feeling really close. And I have just hit a limit to my exhaustion for the day. So I'm closing out. So I'm going to give you a little kiss. Nah. And then tomorrow we're just going to climb this. We're just going to best of 1. We're going to be a basic baby and best of 1. See you all then. Bye, darlings. Bye. Wait, I said darlings. I said goodbye. Goodbye, darlings. Oh.